lot of people were using the wheel and making pots, and I was sculpting monsters on the side and doing little things like that. And that was, I don't know, it was more my forte, I think, than anything else in that course. I'm owner and operator of a company called Inde F Studio, which specializes in special effects makeup and prosthetic fabrication for film and television. Graduated Clarenville High in '98. From there, when it came to post-secondary education time, I was interested in art my whole life, so I decided to take the visual arts program in college in North Atlantic in '98. Graduated from there in 2000 with my diploma. Then wondering and thinking I needed to specialize somewhere else in the field, I decided to attend Complexions International in Toronto, which was a special effects makeup school. Ever since I was a young kid, I loved horror movies. I grew up on them, and then going to Walmart and stores like that and buying Halloween type products and fake blood and all that type of stuff, and I used to do myself up Halloween, I used to do friends up, and I used to play around with it all year round, really. So when I lived with a guy in Stephenville who told me his friend had went to this school, Complexions in Toronto, a light bulb went on in my head and I said, wow, that's for me. I said, right up my alley. So I could paint and I can draw and stuff, but it was a sculpting that I just knew that it was my forte. Like, it sort of stood out from everything else that I could do. Every year for me has been a career highlight because it just gets busier and busier every year. So for this year, I could say I was lucky enough to work with Tom Savini in a music video, but the actual career highlight of that was he was in Toronto this year for the Rue Morgue Festival of Fear, to which they have an after party every year with a costume contest. So I entered 2 zombies from a short film I did this year called The Post-Lifers into that costume contest, and Tom Savini picked them as first place, and that was, definitely made me a happy man.